Hi guys, in this video I will show you how to make such decals. It's not a regular decal that you can control inside particle system. It's just a simple material that you can add to your mesh and just use it inside the particle system. For example, here I have a particle system and here's a decal. I can control color, size of the particle. Also, I can control different parameters such as rotation or emission, how much particles I want. Also, inside the material, I can control the phase distance, and also if I need more volume, I can increase the size of the mesh, like this. First, I made a decal using his tutorial on the YouTube channel. I will left the link in the description to the Hovl channel. And that's the result that I got. As you see, the border of the volume has such straight line. So I need to fix it. This is the shader that I made based on his tutorial. So I made the same. That's because I won't show you how to create it from the beginning. After that, we need to use the SmoothStep node to fix this weird line. First, we need to get a vertical value to make the middle value 1 and the corner value 0. So it's y value, y axis in unity. So here we need to add to split the object position vector and get the vertical value. It's a green channel. And we need to subtract -5 minus this value. After that, we need to use SmoothStep node and add this to in value. After that, we need to create some float value to control this SmoothStep node, and let's set it to slider with maximum value 0.5. And let's add this to edge 2. After that, we need to multiply it with our opacity. By the way, I added here vertex color to control the color inside particle system and color to control color from the material. And let's multiply it with opacity. And now we can make our border transparent. Now let's add this material to the particle system. And as you see, the particle system can't send the size or the location or rotation to the shader. So we can't see our crater in the center with the same size as inside the particle system. But we can fix it. Just enable custom vertex trim and add here a center, so we can send our position to the shader itself, to the material. But let's add a UV2 node to use only text coordinates 1. So we will use the same text coordinates 1 here inside the shader. So let's subtract the this value from the position and add this to the output. Save it, and now we have the same position for the crater as in the particle system. The next step is to send the size to the shader. we can add here the size XYZ, but before we need to add some proxy value. For example, an inblend, just to close this W value from UV1. So we will use only text coordinate 2, XYZ. So let's add here UV, but we will use this time text coordinates UV2. And let's divide our position value with UV2. Here and here. And that's how we can send size to the particle system. After that, we need to send our rotation to the shader. And it's quite harder than position and size. We also need to use some proxy value to close UV2 value V. And now we can send rotation in 3 dimensions, because we will use some mesh for our decals. So we will send rotation 3D X, Y, Z, and let's add or just copy this UV node and set UV3, text coordinates 3. And now we need to use 3 nodes. Nodes rotate about axis. We will use here axis X. On the second node we will use axis Y, and on the third node we will use axis Z. And let's add these values to the output. Now let's split this node, and here we will add rotation R, G, and B, and press save. Now we can set the rotation inside the particle system, but as you see, we need to set rotation minus, and minus value here, because it rotates on different direction. And now is all good. The only thing that after that we can't use this shader for our mesh for our meshes just inside the particle system, but we can fix it, and we can make this shader multi for everything, for meshes and for the particle system. We can use the values that we have inside the particle system, but meshes don't have such value. So we can use UV value 1, and it will be our proxy value alpha from UV1, and just use y minus node, because this value is 0, and if we use it inside our models, and this value can be 1 if we use it inside the particle system. So just multiply this value with UV1. That's how we can enable this value, the size inside the particle system and inside meshes, then multiply it with UV3, and use maximum node to use it with UV2 and add this to divide. And that's how we can use this shader both for models and for our particle system. And I will delete these effects. And inside the effect, this decal will look something like this. Because without such decal, we can get the explosion that just with crater on the air. So I hope you like this video and see you in the next one. Goodbye.